So can a woman be a surrogate even after menopause? Interesting question. Would you believe me if I said the answer is yes? Not just yes, but a resounding yes. Stick around and we'll talk about it. What's up? I'm Corlandos Scott, and I'm a surrogacy attorney based out of Los Angeles. My sole practice revolves around helping people grow their family through assisted reproductive technologies like surrogacy. And in this episode, we're going to talk about women, age, and surrogacy. Let's jump right in. Before I jump into the topic of this video, one of my favorite stories around this topic is the story of Dr. Camille Hammond. If you don't know who she is, look her up. She's super present on social media, and she's the CEO of the CADE Foundation, which is a nonprofit organization dedicated to fertility and helping people grow their families. She'll tell her story much better than I can, but here's the gist of it. Her mother served as her surrogate and carried her triplets to birth. Now, I don't know how old her mother was. I don't know any of the specifics about it, so I don't know whether she was pre or post-menopausal, but I just think it's a really cool story of a mother carrying her daughter's children as the surrogate. And it's a really heartwarming story. So I encourage you, go check out Dr. Camille Hammond's pages on Instagram and Facebook and all that, and learn more about the CADE Foundation if you're looking for information about growing your family through assisted reproduction and just fertility information in general. So let's talk about age and surrogacy. Well, you know, every single cell, tissue, organ in our body has some type of internal clock, right? And when it comes to having babies, many times women look at their biological clocks to see if it's time, do I still have time, or am I running out of time? Now, it's just a common fact that as women age, they're like fine wine. That's just a fact of life. Come on, ladies, help me out, right? And I'm definitely not saying that my wife is getting old, but I'll say she's getting better every day. One thing is also a fact about women, and this is from a son, a husband, and a father to a daughter. I think women are super tough, much tougher than guys. I mean, again, just ask my wife. When she gets sick versus when I get sick, it looks totally different. I'm like a complete baby. But there's one thing that toughness and getting better with age can't fix. One thing we just can't fix is a woman's ability to have a baby does wind down as she ages. But as much as age is a limiting factor when it comes to having babies, as long as a woman has been cleared by a fertility doctor and is still able to carry a baby to term, regardless of being postmenopausal, then yes, it's possible. Biological clock or no biological clock. So, like I said, cheers to you women. You rock. So then that leads to the question, what really qualifies a woman to become pregnant? Or what do we need to look at to see if a woman can become pregnant? Well, other than being physically, mentally, and psychologically healthy, there's also the ability to ovulate. Women have or go through menstrual cycles because they ovulate regularly each month. And when you're trying to get pregnant, the menstrual cycle is the center of the timing that you're looking for. And women are most fertile at the time of ovulation. And the facts are very clear. A woman's best reproductive years are in her 20s, then fertility gradually declines in the 30s, and particularly after 35. But a fertile 30-year-old woman has a 20% chance of getting pregnant. But that brings us back to the question, can a woman carry a baby as a surrogate and still do that after menopause? Well, the other thing we need to look at as far as surrogates are concerned is one of the standard requirements to become a gestational carrier or surrogate is a healthy reproductive history, meaning the gestational carrier or surrogate must have gone through pregnancies before and has at least given birth to one healthy child. So why do we look at this? Well, a previous pregnancy serves as not a guarantee, but a source of great confidence that a woman is both physically and emotionally prepared to go through a pregnancy. The physical changes, the emotional roller coaster that's triggered by the hormonal changes in the body, also having the mental stability to care and carry for the child that's in her womb. It also instills confidence in us of a woman's ability to successfully carry a child to term, no matter the age or overall health of the person. But it brings us back to the issue of a woman becoming pregnant after menopause. How does that happen? How can she get pregnant? Before we talk about exactly how she can get pregnant, do something for me. Look down right below the video. Yeah, there's a big thumbs up button. go ahead and click that one. No, not the thumbs down one, the thumbs up one. Yeah, click that one. And while you're down there, go ahead and click the subscribe button and also that little bell. That bell is an alert and it gives you a heads up every time I drop a new video. Go ahead. Don't miss out on the new videos. All right. You do it? Go ahead. All right, back to it. Well, the answer to how she can get pregnant is the miracle of modern medicine. She's still able to receive hormonal supplements, pills, shots, etc. And she's able to receive donated gametes. And this makes the pregnancy possible. The uterus pretty much goes on forever. You'd probably be surprised, but the woman's uterus continues to have the ability to respond to hormones even after menopause. You see, to become a surrogate, the ability to produce your own eggs to create the embryos or to ovulate and have a menstrual cycle is not really in the equation. We're not quite worried about you, the person, or your eggs because the gametes that are donated, the embryos that are donated, or the embryos that will be used to transfer into the surrogate are really what matters. Women can still carry a baby to term, menopause or not. So let's finish up by talking about what should a menopausal woman do if she wants to become a surrogate mother. What does she need? Well, first, she needs to be healthy. She needs to get hormone pills or shots to get that part of the process started. She also has to take care of herself. Make sure to always check in with her doctors along the way. Also, just physically, she also has to go through the screening processes that every other surrogate has to go through. She simply has to be strong enough and tough enough to go through the discomforts and the unique physiological changes that women go through during pregnancy. She has to be capable mentally, emotionally, and physically to carry the baby to term. And something that I've experienced with all of the surrogate clients that I've worked with is even outside of the physical capabilities, it's also important that surrogates have that motherly instinct that women who've had children possess, whether she's carrying her own child or someone else's child. I've said this time and time before, but surrogates are not simply rent-a-wombs. They're not simply vessels or carriers, as just the basic meaning of the word implies, but they are caretakers. They're really temporary guardians over the fetus and the baby that they're carrying in their womb. So they deserve the respect that comes with that. If you're in a position where you're thinking about being a surrogate and you're post-menopause, or you're looking to have a family member or someone you know who also may be past that age serve or work with you as a surrogate, you want to make sure that you know what to expect in the process. And I have something for you. It's called the Surrogacy Roadmap, and it walks you through the entire surrogacy process from beginning to end and every step in between. So if you want that, it's a free resource that I give away. You can get it by clicking the link in the description box below. Make sure you get your hands on it, and I'll see you on the surrogacy path.